Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Let's take the lesson today from the diary of a young girl, which is written by Annie Frank. Here, a young girl refers to the writer who was going to express her feelings, her thoughts in a book which is called a diary. Dear students, I am giving you a brief introduction about the author. Anneliese Mary Annie Frank, 12th June 1929 when she was born, February March 1945 when she died, was a German-born Jewish girl. Dear friends, German-born Jewish girl means she belonged to Jew community and she was born in Germany, who wrote while in hiding with her family and four friends. Who wrote? Annie Frank wrote while in hiding with her family and four friends. Where? In Amsterdam, the name of a place. During the Germany, when? During the Germany occupation of the Netherlands in World War, when the Germans invaded Netherlands in World War II, her family had moved to Amsterdam after the Nazis gained power in Germany. After the Nazis gained power in Germany, Annie Frank's family had to move to Amsterdam, but were trapped, but were caught when Nazis occupation extended into Netherlands. As persecutions against the Jewish population increased, the family went into hiding in July 1942 in hidden rooms in her father Otto Frank's office building. Dear students, as persecution means here, persecution means cruelty. Persecution means oppression of the cruel ruler Adolf Hitler, who hated Jews. Dear students, the Jews, they were treated inhumanly, they were treated ruthlessly. Moreover, Annie Frank and other Jewish children, they had to study in the separate Jewish school. The family went into hiding in July 1942. Whose family? Annie Frank's family had moved. Where? In hidden rooms in her father. The hidden rooms were in her father's office building. What was the name of Annie Frank's father? Otto Frank. Otto Frank was the father of Annie Frank. After 2 years in hiding, the group was betrayed and transported to concentration camp. After 2 years in hiding, where? In Otto Frank's office building, they were transported. Where? Concentration camp, where Annie died of typhus. She died because of typhus. It was an epidemic disease. And where she died? Bergen-Belsen. Within 2 days of her sister Margot Frank's death. Dear friends, who died? Annie Frank died within 2 days of her sister's death. What was the name of her sister? Margot Frank. Her father Otto Frank, the only survivor of the group, returned to Amsterdam after the war ended to find that her diary had been saved. Otto Frank. As you know now, the Otto Frank was the father of Annie Frank. He was the only survivor. Only survivor means he was the only member who was alive in the family. And we can say, dear friends, here, Margot Frank was the name of Annie Frank's sister, Annie Frank, and their mother. And they were no more, and it was the only person who was alive. He was Otto Frank. He returned to Amsterdam after the war ended, after the World War II ended. And where he returned? He returned to Amsterdam. To find, what did he find? He found, dear friends, Annie Frank's diary, which had been saved. Convinced that it was a unique record. Who was convinced? Otto Frank. Annie Frank's father convinced that it was a unique record. Which was a unique record? Annie Frank's diary was a unique record. He got published in English. Who got published in English? Otto Frank. Annie Frank's father got it published, means her diary. In which language? In English, under the name and the diary of a young girl in 1952. That was the name of the diary. The diary was given to Anne Frank on her 13th birthday, and this diary was given to Anne Frank when? On her 13th birthday, and chronicles the events. Chronicles means, dear students, the records, unique records, the events of her life from 12th June 1942 till its final entry was made. When the final entry was made on August 1944. It was eventually translated from its originally Dutch into many languages. What was translated? Anne Frank's diary was. Actually, it was written into original Dutch language. Later, and it had been translated into many languages and became one of the world's most widely read books. Whose book? Anne Frank's book. Anne Frank's diary that became a most widely read books. There have also been several films, television and theatrical production, and even an opera based on diary. Several films had also been made on this diary, described as the work of a mature and insightful mind, which revealed her diary revealed that it was the work of a mature and insightful mind. Dear students, and she had written this diary at the age of 13, but here it reveals that it was a work of a mature and insightful mind person. The diary provides an intimate examination of daily life under Nazi occupation. Anne Frank has become one of the most renowned. After writing her diary, she became most renowned. Who became most renowned? Anne Frank. And discussed of the Holocaust victims. Holocaust means, dear students, here those who were killed in the war. Thank you.